Mister.
Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is Lap Guy for Mount Panorama with the Ford Mustang Group 4. Let's get this started. Braking between the 100 and the 50 meter mark. Due to this car's slightly oversteery nature, you want to start to accelerate shortly after you pass the apex. Start to brake when your car is in the middle of the path that is on the left. Shortly after passing the 50 meter mark, start to turn in and then slowly start to accelerate. Make sure you're not riding the curb too much on the right because that can get your car to lose control. Ease off the throttle when you go through this turn, but for the next turn, you want to brake. This turn goes a little sharply, so you want to brake as much as you can and then take the rest of the turn while lifting off the brake a little. For this turn, you can take it at full throttle, and for the next turn, you can also go full throttle, but you can use the tree on your left as a guide of when to start turning. For this turn, ease off the throttle until you're past the apex. Once you're past it, you can then start to fully accelerate. And for the next turn, you'll be doing the same thing, except you'll be starting to accelerate just a tiny bit later. Brake before you get past this sign. This downhill has two smaller turns, so you'll want to do some braking before you go through each one of them. And for this turn to the right, again do some braking. And for this turn, you want to do some heavy braking and get your car aligned with the apex. That way you can start to accelerate immediately after you pass it. Try to control how much it slides so you don't hit the wall. Briefly brake right here. That way you can get your car aligned to go on the right side of the track. And once you go into there, you can then start to brake once the colors of the wall changes from white to blue. This is a heck of a blind turn, so you can either try to keep it really tight until you pass the taller Falcon sign on the left to start to fully accelerate, or you can try to do what I do and get the car to just rotate a little bit, and that way you can just get the car to accelerate immediately after. Brake when you line up with the 150 meter marker. So this turn you need to take a little carefully because the turn goes slightly in, so you won't want to accelerate until you're basically out of the turn. And try not to hit the curbs too much, especially the one on the left here, because that curb, at least in my experience, is known for spinning me out almost all the time. For this turn, brake just after passing the 100 meter mark. So you don't want to slide through this turn, so brake around here and then take the apex and just very slowly accelerate your way out. And that's all for the guide. Non-commentary versions coming up, but anyways, thank you for watching the video. This is Mr. MCA, the world's most okay player, and I'll see you in the next video.